Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaakira, and here on this channel I create a ton of weekly vlogs. But in addition to that, this year I want to get into my more like sit down video fashion content. So let's do it. So if you've been on this channel for a while, you already know that last year I purchased my first bag, my first designer bag. All before, like everything else that I had gotten was gifted to me, but this was the one that I actually purchased myself. So I'm very proud of this bag, but this is also a bag that was like one of my dream bags. In my entire life, I had two dream bags. One was the Louis Vuitton Speedy because of the whole backstory. Like if you know the history of Speedy and Audrey Hepburn, you know, if you know, you know. So that was one of my dream bags. And also my other dream bag was the Louis Vuitton Murakami Speedy from the 2000s. That was my second dream bag. All of the it girls back then had that bag, from Lindsay Lohan, Raven Simone, Paris Hilton and her sister Nikki carried that bag everywhere. Ashley Tisdale. When I tell you, when I was growing up, as a little girl, I saw everyone that was like older than me, like the teens, like the cool teens, were carrying this bag, and I loved this bag for years. It has been years since then. It is now 2025. They released almost like a reimagination. It's kind of like a re-release of the Murakami multicolor bags, and I also heard that they're gonna release the cherry in May, and I'm not quite sure about the cherry blossom, but I know the actual cherries, they said May, so I'm looking forward to that. But before all of this, before they even announced that they were going to bring the bag back, I had been on eBay. I got this bag from eBay, and if you do not know, eBay has a program. It's called eBay Authenticity Guarantee. So whenever you purchase a designer bag on eBay, you can also pay for authenticity guarantee, or some of the bags already come with, the seller will list it as authentic and it already comes with the authenticity guarantee. So the whole system of it all, this is how it went down. I saw the bag on eBay. The bag cost a little over $1,000. And I was like, something just told me, get the bag, like just get the bag. And I got it. It was an omen. I purchased the bag. Me and the seller communicated, and she was just telling me that it was one that she had in her closet, and she just asked me, like, the only thing I asked is that you create a good home for her. And I was like, girl, you're my type of girl. Because I also refer to my items as like people, like her and she and things like that. So we have been messaging, and once she told me that, I was like, you don't have to worry. She is coming into a great home, okay? I am going to treat her so well. So she shipped the bag to eBay, and eBay has a team of experts that will authenticate the bag to make sure that it's real and that you're not getting a dupe or a fake, right? So it goes through their whole process, and then they ship the bag to you. Now, throughout the entire process, they'll send you emails. They send me email updates saying like, the bag just arrived here. The bag is now going through the process. And then once it is authenticated, they sent me an email and said, hey, it's real. We're shipping it out to you. So that's how the whole process went. It came to me in a box, and on the inside of the box, it says, you know, the whole eBay branding and things. But enough of that. This is the bag. I have named her Paris just for like nostalgia's sake, because when I think of this bag, the person who wore this bag the most when I was growing up was Paris Hilton. Like, she stayed with a Louis Vuitton multicolor bag. She stayed with it. Now, right now, it's a little flat because nothing's in here. I actually need to get some paper to like stuff it to make sure that it, well, I don't know, because when it came folded down like this in the bag. So I've kind of just been keeping it folded down. But I might get some paper to actually stuff it so it cannot get creases in the canvas. But y'all, I am so happy to have this bag. Now, I'm going to read you a little bit of history about this bag, just because I'm interested in, like, I've been getting more interested in the history of items and the story. I'm really interested in the story of fashion. So here we go. So Marc Jacobs had been the creative director. He started in 1997. he felt like the brand needed almost a makeover because they had been doing a lot of like the regular monogram, the browns, what they are known for. And there's nothing wrong with the brand going for what they know, right? Like, stick to your guns. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That kind of thought. But he felt like they needed something more. Something needed to be not changed, but added to the brand to get the kids on board with it. So he found Takashi Murakami. Now, Murakami was already a big artist, a huge artist, and he had been in like the manga style of art. A lot of color, pops of color, bright, fun, and he was like, you're who we need. So according to a W magazine article, it says, as Jacobs had guessed, Murakami's irreverent tinkering was exactly what Louis Vuitton had been lacking for a cool kid approval. In Paris, the limited edition collection sold out in hours. Imagine 7,000 people being on a wait list. Quote, the timing of it all really worked out to my advantage. So ultimately, I feel I was lucky, said Murakami recently. The experiment raised the artist's profile considerably. 4 years after the collaboration, the Museum of Contemporary Art Los Angeles organized a traveling Murakami retrospective that included a stop at the Brooklyn Museum. Marc Jacobs, for his part, reserved his most insightful comment. He said, it has been and continues to be a monumental marriage of art and commerce. The ultimate crossover, one for both fashion and art history books. The partnership between Murakami and Louis Vuitton came to an end after 12 years following the discontinuation of the monogram multicolor line in 2015. This made it the longest artist collaboration that Louis Vuitton's brand had ever seen. So I just love that. Like, in addition to me kind of growing up and seeing this bag and being able to have it, I also feel like I have a piece of history and also a piece of art at the same time, knowing where it stems from and knowing that the actual design of the bag, the multicolor, and the whole creation of everything that he made under his partnership with Louis Vuitton is art. Like, from the multicolor brand to the cherry brand to the Japanese cherry blossoms, the panda, like, he did so much under Louis Vuitton, and it really is honorable. And to be able to see the bags with a different eye is so interesting to me, and to also have like a new appreciation for the bag, because I can't say that had I gotten this bag, first of all, if I had gotten one of these pieces back then, I would not have known. That thing would have been all busted up because I was a little girl. But to have it now and have like an appreciation for it, to know where it came from, to know the artist behind it, it really is something that makes me proud. And then months later, after I had purchased the bag, that's when I saw that they were doing the re-release, and the re-release has been crazy. And when I tell you, I have been able to just like sit back and watch it from afar, because I'm like, I have my bag. So I'm so glad that I purchased this when I purchased it. And I'm so glad that she sold it to me when she sold it to me, because it was just before any of the announcements and things like that. So I am so happy to have this. Now, how I am protecting this bag going forward, I am doing a separate video on leather care. This leather does patina over time, which means it just turns darker from the elements, rain, water, oils from your hand, etc. So I am doing a separate video on how to care for your leather on your bags. It doesn't have to be a Louis Vuitton bag, just a leather bag in general, or the handles on your bags. So stay tuned for that video. I am going to have that up on my channel. But that is all about Paris, aka my multicolor Speedy 30. I'm so happy to have her. I guess I can show you a little bit of the inside. So this is the inside. It's like red suede. When she sent it to me, she sent it with the actual authentication of the bag. So I was happy that she sent that. She didn't even tell me that she was sending this, but she sent the authentication with it. So I keep it inside the bag just when I'm not carrying it. But also eBay had their authentication paperwork inside of, no, they had it hanging on the bag when I got the bag. So I just cut it off and put it in here with the other authentication for it. But yeah, she is big, she's deep, she has a lot of room. I throw a lot in my bags. Like when I say I use my bags, I use my bags. They are really heavy when I'm carrying my bags because I just pile all of my stuff inside. So that is the inside. It does have a pocket. There is no zipper on the inside. It's just this pocket here. This is the zipper pull here, and it just has the Louis Vuitton branding on the pull. When you close it, what I do love about this is that you can lock it here. So this little insert here goes in here and it can lock the bag. Now, girl, what did I do with the key? Oh, I got it. These are the keys. It came with the 2 key pulls on it, and these just hang on the side. They are hidden in here, so the 2 keys are inside here, and you just use those keys to unlock this part. I got so scared because when I first got the bag, I closed this not knowing that it was a lock, and it took my mom to figure out how to get it open because I did not know. So that is how she looks. She has the studding on the hardware here, and also on the back it has the studding as well. And then it has a pocket on the front. You just push it in and you can put whatever. What is that? Oh, it's the print. You just put whatever you need to in there as well. So that is the pocket on the front. Now, one thing I have seen people talk about, and I have seen it on a lot of the pre-loved bags like this, is that sometimes this will turn a different color. I think it turns yellow. I want to say it turns yellow. Hers hadn't done that, but I do feel like it may. It has a little bit of a discoloration, but I'm not sure if it's from that or if it's just from like the bag is over 15 years old. The bag is over 20 years old. It's over a 20-year-old bag. So it may be from that as well, but she's cute. And then at the bottom, she does have the gold on all the corners just to like lift it up a little bit when you set it on surfaces. So this is her. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.